Hello and welcome to another Avatar how-to screencast. Previously I showed you how we can add the parcel layer to Avatar assessing, and in this screencast I'm going to show you how we can add multiple layers and then theme them so we can distinguish between them. So to do that we're going to have to log in. Alright, and you'll notice we don't have that message where you can double click, but now we have under files there is a map settings which pops up that layer or that setting window, and we can click additional layers, hit additional, and we're going to find that same shape file but for all the additional layers, which mine are in mapping. Alright, so we're going to add water, hit open, and this is a pop-up window, and it allows you to call the layer what you would like it to or how you would like it to show up in your map legend. So you'll notice that this isn't exactly a great name, so we can just call it water bodies. Hit OK. And hit add additional. And we're going to do roads. And we're just going to do road labels. Add additional. And we're going to add the railroad. And hit OK. And then once we do that, we're going to hit OK, and it's going to tell us we need to restart again. So we're going to hit close, exit, and we're going to restart. Just takes a little while it's reading all those additional layers. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here we are. We have all these additional layers, and you'll notice that it doesn't look like anything's been added except for this probably the water fill over here. The way this legend over here works is a hierarchy. So think of it like a cake. So anything on top, you won't be able to see anything below if it has a fill. So any water bodies that might show up in the middle of a parcel won't be shown because right now we have a fill in the parcel layer that's gray, gray, and you can't see anything below. So what we'll first do is we're going to go into parcels. We'll refresh the data. And this is where we can do a transparent fill. We hit apply. Okay, so you notice that there's some water here that was hidden before and isn't now. So now we can do the water bodies. So we'll double click on those and we'll do a blue. And you'll notice that we can actually, I like to click off the outlines because sometimes they get confusing if you're trying to figure out which are property lines and which are the water lines. So we can just not draw the actual outlines for water, hit apply, and notice that changed in the background. And you might have been asking why we can't before where the parcel layer was on top and we wanted to make it transparent, why couldn't we just move it to the bottom? You could do that. But you'll notice that when you do, let me zoom in here, that it hides the actual property lines when you do that, because obviously water is now on top and you can't see property lines, which is fine in this case, but when you get a lot of wetlands or water bodies, it can really cover up a lot of property lines. So it's safer to always have your parcels on the first layer and make it transparent, and that way you're always looking at the property lines. And then let's do road labels, and I'm going to do zoom max here. Double click road labels, and I'm actually going to do a standard label, and we're not going to draw the features because we don't need the lines, we know where the roads are. And we're going to do text, and in this case I want the street name. And hit apply. So you notice that's very busy, but as you zoom in, they get smaller. And what's nice about the road labels is that they move with you. Oh, actually, these don't. The standards don't, I'm sorry. They stay in one spot. So if we come back in here, we'll do advanced label. Do street. We'll kind of want to change the size to be a little bit smaller. Allow duplicates. Place on. Apply. And we'll just see. Oh. There you go. Just had to change the zoom level. So, alright, so these are, the advanced ones are ones that kind of follow you on the screen, so you can always see the road label. So that's always nice to have. And then if we do railroad, we'll do a solid line color of green. Maybe make the width 2. Maybe do a dash dot line. Zoom max, and the railroad I just happen to know is in this area here. So there's the railroad. We could also label that too. I'm not sure I have labels on the railroad though, so let's see here. Oh, I do have a name. Apply. Oh. We don't want them to be huge. And then to see them, we're just going to change the zoom level so it can get kind of busy. So we have the Boston Main Railroad right there. So as you pan, you can kind of see it. So that's how you can theme the layers. Especially, it's nice having the road labels and the labels for other added layers that you have that could use labeling. And you always want to remember to save too, because otherwise, do all that hard work and come back in. I always hit it a few times just to make sure. You come back in afterwards and remember that you forgot to hit save, and then you have to redo all that work. So always remember to hit save. Alright, and I'll see you next time in another screencast.